Good morning. We're
Good
live.
morning.
Yes, welcome to Amplifluence. So, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay,
I'm
well,
just
welcome.
I'm not sure if you were going to say what Amplifluence is. Sometimes you throw it at me. You go, Ken, what is Amplifluence? And I
I
go,
haven't
I don't know
even
who you're
got to that
talking.
point yet. I haven't got to that
Well,
point yet because I just
there we
said
go.
welcome to Amplifluence, amplifluence.com. Everyone around me right now is still asleep because it is 7:20 in the morning in the Midwest, and you guys out there on the East Coast are wide awake.
Because
So,
I got up
what
at 2 a.m.
amplify your influence is what we do with Amplifluence. And what we do, Ken and I, Dr. Smiley and I, is we travel around and we go from city to city to amplify the influences of speakers, authors, coaches, and all other influencers in that area. So, Ken,
And that does include anyone that actually inspires hope, which could be an artist, a musician, a fashion model, etc. So if you are doing things that make people say, I feel better, I'm going to smile more, or you have the dopamine going off because you're excited about life, then you are probably the right kind of person that needs to be influenced, well, amplified more.
amplified more. Well, good morning, Gerline. Nice to see you. Yes, we haven't seen you in a long time. She says she's cooking food while listening to us, and Merry Christmas to both of us. So Merry Christmas to all of you too.
Yes, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, and Merry Christmas. I don't know if that covers all of them, but that covers a lot.
It does cover a lot. So, Ken,
Yes,
Amplifluence, we have been quite busy for the month of December.
yes, and well, I'm not going to say we. I'll say I am out of integrity because I made a commitment, and we can still get it done. But we have a book to get out called Amplify Your Influence, and I have 10 days. I'm going to be working on it, and if we can get this out next year, people can actually follow a guideline on how they can amplify their influence. I think that's
There's
going to be
no
pretty cool.
if. There is no if. We will.
There's no if. There's no try.
There is
No
no
if or try.
try. Yes. My thing is somebody put my book on the Jumbotron, my unapologetic lioness picture on the Jumbotron. So he's kind of forced me to finish my book very quickly. And I also have the Amplifluence book to work on. So I'm going to be very busy over the next couple of weeks where I'm off. So, Dr.
Hey, by the
Smile,
way, you know what you should do?
what?
Let's invite people because you have two books to get done. I have probably about two books to get done before March 31st. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Why don't we say that anyone listening and anyone that passes this to people that we are going to unofficially offer a 100 day book challenge.
100 book, 100-day
Y-
book challenge. Finish your book in
Yes.
100 days. Oh, I love
And,
that. It's kind of like
yeah,
Craig
and they
Guswell
can
doing
be they can
himself.
show to the world the jumbotron that their book is on the big screen and they can hold in their hand. It's gonna be that'd be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool. But first, before we go into that thought process, is
Yes.
happy birthday to you. Not you. To whom? Happy birthday to whom?
Well, happy birthday to anyone who has a birthday today.
Well, Eric,
And
Eric,
Liz,
Eric Jones had a
okay,
birthday a couple of days ago.
yeah, I'm gonna get to him. Liz McNary, that's Sid McNary's wife. Steve Stealth Miller. He bends metal in his hands. Really cool guy. His birthday was on the 15th. We have Kat Downing, who has a book about hearts, and she just walks around and sees in nature a heart, and she takes a picture of it. And she made a beautiful book about hearts. And then our wonderful Eric Jones was just had his birthday on the 18th.
Eric Jones joined us at the Jumbotron in New York City. He was our bodyguard, but he has a book. Was his book called?
Don't do that to me.
Oh,
We'll
sorry.
we'll make a
It's it's
link.
it's it's an awesome cover. It's his face, and he's breaking through his own face. It is
It's
beautiful.
about it's scars. I know that. So let me see if I can get it real quick. But we're gonna
No,
make a link
I'm
for
pretty
this.
sure I can get it. You go ahead, keep talking.
Okay. So we have and I'm so excited about him though because he was also in Rhode Island. Remember? There you go. Good job. Look at how you did that.
The scars that healed.
All right. And then
Healed.
finishing the birthdays, we have Wayne Cannell. He has a big organization. I mean, huge organization about people that have invisible disabilities, ID. So all the things you can't see that are happening, like brain trauma, et cetera, PTSD. So he has tens of thousands of people in his organization. He is, I think, in the Dallas area. I need to
I
connect you to
should
him.
be in his book.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I believe he's in Dallas.
Yeah.
Um, we have Jordan Edwards. We have Michelle Malo. We have Andrea Partee. Andrea Partee is someone I met on the Marketers Cruise. I want to connect you to her. She has the biggest heart. Every time I've ever said something on Facebook, she says, "Let me help," and she sends funds for whatever. I mean, she's just amazing.
Okay.
She's got the biggest heart. And Luann Mitchell, and we're almost done here. I think Carol Stover, Mimi Madden, who's in A Dose of Hope, and Karen Eastman from USC, Ultimate Speed
Yes,
Competition. She's on the
Karen.
27th. And Henry Cho, he's a comedian. I met him
Why are you
in
going to the
Nashville.
27th? We'll be back on the air on the 27th.
I'm doing that just to make sure because because we missed some weeks, I'm going to give them double birthdays. I'll give you one last one. One of the reasons that we should do it twice is Christoph Wyman's birthday is on the 30th. So we're warming up for a special. Maybe we can do a USC show at the end of the year where we actually give him proper thanks for all the people we've met through USC. That'd be pretty cool at the end of the
That
year.
would be pretty cool. Well, Gerline, she is January 1st. She's got the same birthday with my mother and one of my very dear friends, Sue Matthews. So that's really cool. So,
Actually,
but
there is
my
one more person. Oh, wait, there is one more person I got to tell you
hurry
because
up.
you said
Drive
the
me
first.
crazy.
No, when I show you this one, you're going to say, "Ken, I retract the fact that you drive me crazy." Are you ready for this?
Okay. JR's birthday is the end of the year.
You
Oh,
caused that
no.
because you brought up the first. And then, now go ahead and retract it. Say, "I retract that you drive me crazy," because that was a great addition.
I retract that you drive me crazy, Ken. But here's the thing. One of the best gifts I've ever gotten in my life, besides my own children, are my baby brother and sister, the twins. They were born on Christmas Eve, December 24th.
Oh, wow.
So happy birthday to Jacques and Monique. We're all going to be together on Saturday here in Colorado to celebrate their birthday. And I'm so excited. They were the best gifts for me. I remember thinking I didn't need anything else. I just wanted them. And
That's
here they
awesome.
are many, many years. And you know Jacques, because we visit him in Dallas all the time. And his new wife, Kay, is coming with him. And we're going to all celebrate. And Monique, my baby sister with her 3 little puppies, and her husband Bogdan, and we're gonna all celebrate with my our bigger sister, our older sister, and our spouses, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
That was kind of a birthday and a holiday shuffle there that I was doing.
Yeah, I love the Christmas time, and it's not for Christmas; it's for the birthdays that are in Christmas. And I know that
Yeah.
sounds kind of weird, but it's more about the birth of Christ and my family, my children, my baby brother
Yeah.
and sister. I call them my children. They probably don't like that very much, but anyways.
To have J.R. Spear as the culminating birthday, and it almost begs to have a segue from birthday to BLN, Business Leaders Network Live, doesn't it? Am I doing something wrong here?
You mean this?
See how it was just meant to be?
But that's where we were. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
hide it now because now the new date, you want to save the date.
Yeah, let's save the. I would say save the date after because we just did that. And now you got to save the date because of how excited they are.
So March 24th. It's a Friday.
It's March 23rd. Actually, is the evening
It's the pre-event.
Amplifluence, and he does officially does welcome people there. So that is technically the day you come in, and then the 24th is a biggin day. Yes, indeed. And while you're typing that, I just want to give a nice little shout out to Ann Ludington, who will be at that event as well. But man, she got so many compliments for covering the BLN event in
She was
DC.
amazing. And she
Yeah.
was live posting. So she was taking pictures with the real camera and then taking pictures with her phone and posting them as they were happening. She was double photoing. It was amazing.
I practically I'm getting fired probably.
You are.
Yeah, Ann.
It was magical to watch her do click, 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 click. I'm like,
No,
dang,
and
we
did you
gotta
see her
do
that one
that.
time? She went like this. She went like this. She went click like that. She did that with her phone one time. I was
I believe it.
amazed.
I believe it. She was pretty amazing. So we still have we have so much that's happening in that we did in December. But should I self promote real quick?
Don't self promote, but would you please tell them about your boot camp? Because is that what was happening next? Okay.
So if you still have not signed up for the Unapologetic Speaker Camp for January 25th to 28th, you want to sign up, go to michellemoross.com. I'm up in the rates starting January 1st because I need to close this thing out so that I can tell the numbers to the venue and we can have an amazing event because my goodie bags need to be done. So that's what I
Sometimes
got.
people don't know what it means when you say upping the rates. It's $2,000 more, I believe you said, when
It's
January
up.
1st hits.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's interesting, but you say if you want to. And I think that when you say
A lot of
if you
people
want
want
to
to.
speak, if you want to speak, so that's like the second or first most scariest thing for people to do. So it's if you need to be more powerful in the world, you need to go to a camp or something that focuses on bringing your skill set up. I can acknowledge for the very first time officially that I was coached by Dr. Mraz because I had 2 speaking slots and I got to drop my camera a little bit to actually pay attention to what she was telling me I was supposed to do on the stage. And I think I had my best 2 performances on the same day I've ever had in 6 or 7 years of speaking. So thank you,
Thank you,
Dr.
Ken.
Mraz.
Well, and just think, how long did it take me to help adjust your speech?
Less than 15 minutes.
Exactly. So imagine what will happen in 3 days.
Yep. Oh, and I went to your other boot. I went to your other boot camp, and I already had some of that stuff in place. I mean, I put some of that stuff in place, and it already improved me. So it's a continuation. But the more you embed yourself in the exercises of what you're telling them to do, and it is cool. It actually is simple the way you make it. So that part's cool.
And for those of you who don't know the background, is Ken is a slideaholic. And I did you have like 18 slides or something?
I had
Yes,
144 slides that I had to remove from my presentation for the 15 minutes that I had.
and I'm like, okay, these things can all be here. These things can all be here. These things can all be here. And these are how you can remember how to
Well,
remember how to get you
I,
through
I
them.
love when you said something that was so obvious, but when I heard it for the first time with you saying you're going down to 8 slides, you said, Ken, you do know that if you have 144 slides, 1, you won't reach them all, but 2, you have to read them all because there's just so much you have to get through. And so I actually only had to remember 8 things, and the 8 things got me through 15 minutes like that.
It
And
was magical.
but when I cheated on the second one, I slipped in 2 more slides. I couldn't do them. There wasn't enough time.
Tell you, I can time things in my head
I
by just
know.
looking at it. And I know how your pattern is. So even at the unapologetic speaker camp, if you choose to join me on that unapologetic speaker camp, what we're going to do is we'll have a pre-call where we'll talk about what's to expect. But I'm going to give you a little sig bit right bitty bit right now. You go up multiple times, and each time what I'm doing is I'm listening to how you speak and the words you use. And by the time we get to your actual talk, I already know how you speak, so I can adjust your words so that you can be more effective on the stage using your words, not implanting new words, using the same language you would already use, just slightly changed so that you can be more powerful on stage. It's kind of the way I work. I watch you, I learn you, and then it's amazing. And people, when Ken got off the stage, people were like, wow, that's the best I've ever heard you speak before. And he is, Michelle, thank you, Ken. That was
Amen.
Dr. Smiley. That was awesome. Okay. So before we get anywhere else on this, oh, hi, Sally. Hi, Katie. They've joined
Hi, Sally.
Berlin.
Hi, Kate.
Okay. So we didn't acknowledge 2 groups that we always acknowledge.
Can we do it now? Robert Peterson of Add Value to Life and Noel Peterson. No, because that's his partner. And they have phenomenal books, entrepreneurial mindset compilation book. You need to talk if you're an entrepreneur and you want to share your inspiring story. That's going to be on the Jumbotron in New York on April 23rd. And we have the lovely Rich Parsons and his cover of Your Deck of Success. What a cover. I mean, I get so many compliments about that cover. So Rich Parsons, big love to you for making stretching what a compilation book can do. He is actually making a deck of cards where you get to play the cards. Yep, there. That's awesome. So you play the deck of cards, Michelle, when you deal yourself 5, and those are the 5 you're going to play with that week. You're going to
I'm making a
do.
deck of cards too, by the way.
I heard about this. I actually saw some of the cards you were researching, so I'm impressed. And then Yeah, there's another one. I won't let this one out of the bag yet, but there's another one that's doing a really big compilation book with 99 cards. So that's going to be pretty big too.
It'll be
So,
great. It'll be awesome. So, anyways, our energy is weaning. We're getting really quiet, and we're talking really
well,
slow.
we're going to go up because okay, we're not going to talk about that either because these are people that are in conversation for doing decks of cards. So I'm going to wait until they actually complete. Okay.
Yes.
So
Now we want you to save dates because Amplifluence meet and greet. We are coming. We're moving. We're doing more. That's coming in the year. But let's talk about what we just did because people have watched us on social media and went, "Where are you today? My goodness, you've been everywhere." It started in Rhode Island.
no, it started in Colorado Springs.
It did. It started in Colorado Springs. We were in Colorado
Went to Denver.
Springs November 30th for the Movers and Shakers Amplifluence
And
event.
you went 21 days straight on the
Downtown.
road.
What?
You went 21 days straight on the road.
Yes, I did. But Amplifluence Movers and Shakers, November 30th, we were in Colorado Springs, had a huge, great group of people come together and authors highlighted. And then on December 1st, we went up to Denver and we had a few authors up in the Denver area at the Ovation Apartments. So that's where we met in the lobby down there. And then you and I jumped on an airplane and went straight to Rhode Island where we met the author of The Seed, Carissa, and we started the master tour there.
We did. And Eric Jones joined us for the ride. Melly B is the one who actually brought together this entire tour.
Yes. Hi, Jessica.
So think about that. Christoph Wyman put together all these authors and speakers that came together because he has Ultimate Secret Competition. And Melly B sent me a flyer that said Rhode Island Author Expo. And I built the entire tour through that. And we got off that one thing.
But so I got some wieners with meat sauce.
Hey, do you want some coffee milk?
And coffee milk. That was
you're bringing it together in Rhode Island. We're going to go up to Rhode Island.
We are
because you have the president that wants
the
to do
president of the author group wants us to come back and do a mover and shaker group with him. He wants to build that author event bigger, and he wants Amplifluence to do it with them. So yes, we are in talks.
We're doing that in April, by the way, because the weather is reasonably nice in April. And guess what we're doing after we do the Rhode Island Amplifluence mixer? We're going to Boston to meet, because that's where Eric Jones lives and Melly B, and we're doing his official book launch there.
Oh, good morning. She exists, Janelle. Yes.
Hi, Janelle.
Ken did look like a popsicle because that cracked me up. If you saw that picture that I posted, I couldn't stop giggling because that's how he walked around all day while we were in Rhode Island. And here I am all polished
well,
up.
It was mainly Denver.
Popsicle man.
Denver was my main popsicle moment. But you're right. Rhode Island, I was a sitting popsicle. You're right.
Yeah, you were. So anyways, we started in Rhode Island and then we went to New York.
Yes, indeed.
It's a wonderful town.
And I get to meet Dr. Obama for the first time.
You did. Yes. Now we're
did
saying
you too?
these things. Yeah, that was the first time I've ever met him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, I'm looking forward to this tour too, Janelle, because we are ramping. So you all have watched us through the beginnings of when we have our little events and we've been slowly moving. But as the word gets out that we are very good at attracting people that are just powerful, full of love and exuberance and want to give back, the momentum is growing. So even at the author event in Rhode Island, where we knew no one else but just us, people were congregating at our table. Right, Ken? Everyone started coming to our table. It's like, okay, we're not running it, but people are hanging out with us. And of course, then Ken ended up buying pizza. Pizza in Rhode Island, it's just pizza dough with sauce.
And it's cold.
And it's cold?
And by the way, it's called pizza slices.
Pizza slices. And people went nuts for it. And they were like, I'm like, it's cold pizza with just sauce on it. And he is, yep. Watch it go. And everyone's like, oh, pizza. And they're all coming by getting pizza. I'm like,
well, no, it wasn't exactly like that, Dr. Mraz. It was more like they were leaving with all their books in their hand. And I'd say, hey, do you want some pizza? And they're like, no, I'm heading out. And they go, oh, that pizza slice that's cold with the tomato. I drop the books on the floor or wherever and grab their pizza slice. And they enjoyed it immensely.
because that was funny. I was like, "Who's gonna eat cold pizza?"
The whole box
Everybody
was
walking out.
disappeared, and it was a big box too, and it all disappeared in the last 30 minutes. Like everyone that walked out grabbed a slice.
Okay, so back to
You know,
New
I
York,
would
New
actually,
York.
I would actually say it was kind of like asking somebody in New York who has a sweet tooth, "Would you like this delicious chocolate?" Because that's how they acted about that pizza. They're like, "Oh, it's that? Oh, yes, I'll definitely have."
Oh, I just have to
Slice.
say this out. You know Ken is crazy in a good way. Yes, the man is crazy. Definitely keeps me on my toes on that trip. But
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
we ended up going to New York and it was freezing out there. And what happened to your camera? We lost Ken. Anyways, we got to New York and it was freezing outside, but we went and met at a restaurant and I can't but that didn't happen yet.
Not yet, but I just want to, in case Janelle is not on the show, I just want to show her that it's right next to my desk.
Okay, well then put it back up and put it next to your black shirt so we can see it.
All right.
He Exists 2022 Global Leadership Award presented to Dr. Ken Rashawn, aka Dr. Smiley, December 8th, presented by Miss Janelle Harris when we were in Tampa.
My sister.
Yes, my sister from another mister. We're doing great things together with Janelle Harris. So track her. Start, follow She Exists on Facebook because big things are coming her way. And we are with her along the way, celebrating with her and doing amazing things with her. Matter of fact, if you saw pictures of me, I was at Innovation Now in DC. Ken brought me to that and then said, "Oh, Janelle wants to know if you can interview a few people while you're there." And I ended up interviewing Mawale, Mwale, billionaire out of Kenya, and then a couple of ambassadors and all from Africa. It's just an amazing event.
And
That's
some of
opened up.
them are in the new Black History Year birthday book already.
Yes. It's opened a whole new avenue because Ken was there taking pictures. I was there interviewing, and now they want us to always be there because they liked our energy and they want us back in the room. So, Jared
And that was
Harrington,
Jared
thank you so
Jared
much.
Harrington. Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. It was amazing. It was.
Who was that? I'm not
Michelle,
seeing it.
my name is Janelle Dixon on Facebook. No, it's not. Oh, are you? Oops. Follow She Exists.
Go to the store and buy the magazine.
Oh yeah, her magazine's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then she has me on the cover coming up in the spring or something like that. But I'm gonna go pick up my dress today, Janelle. Anyways, we are distracted. We
Anyways.
got to New York and did the Jumbotron thing. And again, Ken lost his camera. And while we were in the Jumbotron, all of these books coming out, all these new authors got to celebrate their launch of their books on the Jumbotron. And people were stopping in the streets and taking pictures of them with their book covers. And it was really a fun experience and just so excited to be there. And I can't remember the place that we went to have cocktails beforehand, but it was like Christmas grew up in there. There was so many Christmas decorations, and they were so kind to let us stay there and hang out with them.
I was
He's
going to look
tagging
for the
you as
magazine.
Janelle Dixon? Really crazy, man.
Well, I was going to look for the magazine because I have it in the other room, but I couldn't find it real quick. So I wanted to show the magazine because it's beautiful. The one that she gave me in Tampa.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you what, you
her
keep
magazines
talking.
her magazines are double
I know they
flips.
flip. I'll give 30 more seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You keep talking.
So they're a double flip, just like I want to do with my next book of Hold My Crown, Women of Grit. I want it to be Hold My Crown, Women of Grit. And on the other side, it'll flip to say Hold My Crown, Men of Grit. And Janelle's done it with the magazine. It's very cool. Anyways, so we did the whole New York thing, and we went to the park, the gigantic park. Now I for the life of it. What's the name of the park in New York City?
Central Park, and look what I got.
There it is. She Exists. It's a double flip. So flip it, and there's Sabrina Protek. Isn't it
And
beautiful?
look, I'm gonna try and get the light so that there we go. I was doing the halo and then I was doing the circle around the face. But anyway, amazing magazine. And Little Miss surprised the heck out of me because she has
Oh, she has the whole thing inside, the whole keep smiling in there.
And you see, and she has, there's a picture. Oh, she's in this book connected, as are you, as
Yes.
is J.R. Spear, because I just presented him that book at the event, remember, at BLN? So
Oh,
amazing magazine.
I'm gonna be on a flip. I'm gonna be on a flip.
Yes, you are. And I mean, this is just so
Ken,
well
she
done.
says
There's,
she loves you. She loves you too. And you're
yes, I
more
love
than
her.
deserving.
Well, thank you.
She thinks we're pretty amazing though. Shh.
Well,
We got
Janelle, I will say, you are a holiday gift. Anyone that has a friendship with you has abundance that they're going to have in love and in finance and in life in general. I mean, she brings so much joy to the world.
She really does. She's an amazing woman. And I'm still baffled that I actually met her right after I won the Ultimate Speaker competition in July of 2021.
Yes.
And
And that
I was in
Sabrina,
such a high that I didn't remember. I remember her
and that
saying she wanted to be in
Sabrina,
her magazine.
Sabrina
Sabrina
was the
was
one who
there. Yeah.
called Janelle from Ultimate Speaker Competition and said, girl, you got to get over here. And she did. And then we looked at each other and we did this kind of little, and then
I know you.
DMV. Yeah. So we knew each other 12 years ago and we didn't really hang, but we got to see each other at events. So it was just so cool to say, I recognize you. So that was really wild.
Well, after Times Square, you and I ran down to Tampa with Miss Pearl
And that's
Carenza.
where the award happened,
And
actually.
that's when
And
you
there was
got
a
the award
big
because that's
surprise.
where Janelle met us. And then we met a very wonderful Mama's Hair author,
Yes.
Ruby.
Yep. Ruby. And unfortunately, her her banner is in Tampa, not with me now. So I have to make a new banner with her. But
Her book.
what a great event that was. And I
It
talked to
was.
Humphreys 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, they're considering doing a book. They take care of people with autism and disabilities, and so they're
Yes.
considering doing a book. But I wanted to say one thing about Janelle.
Good
When
morning,
Janelle
Josh.
pres when Janelle presents an award, she makes sure that you know how the community feels. So she had 4 people that I didn't know I made as big a difference or that I touched them so much, and they spoke so eloquently and beautifully. I was really speechless. And not only that, it was an emotional hit of what it is to actually serve. So thank you for that. That was the best part of the presentation of the award, is hearing that I did do a good job for people.
Well, I'm glad we had the opportunity to share what you mean to us because you have shifted a lot of lives and you move at Mach 60. But once people get to that rhythm and realize he's moving because life is too short and that you need to, if you want legacy, you want to leave your mark in the world, you don't wait till tomorrow or tomorrow and tomorrow or another day and maybe next year. You do it today. And as you do it today, nothing's permanent. You can just improve it, improve it, improve it, improve it, but get it out now. So if you've got something in your head and you say, I want to write a book or I want to be on stage or I want, don't wait for another day. Do it today. Move, start doing something.
JR sat on a book for 3 some years, and then he got an invite to Tyler Cerny's Epic Growth Conference. And he says, Ken, can I have my book next week? And we cranked it out, printed in a week, printed in 1 week, printed technically one day, and he had it. And he says he has closed hundreds of thousands of dollars of business because that book's out already. And he declared on the BLN call yesterday that he is doing 3 books between now and the Jumbotron day in April. He's doing 3 books.
I believe it.
That means that every night that there's a flip of books, he gets to be on every night with a different book.
Okay, well, author meet and greet with Amplifluence. If you want us to come to your city and highlight you or a friend or someone you know, let us know. Write directly to either I or Dr. Smiley, because we are willing to come out and amplify you. It's part of our purpose on this planet is to help you shine as the person you are and the message you have. And then Ken also has the Keep Smiling book, so we got your smile. But if you are nominated for the Dose of Hope, what does DOSE stand for again?
Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins. God's chemicals it gives you when you're happy and full of joy.
Okay.
And hope.
So now when that comes into you, that dose comes into you, dose of hope, hope comes out of you. And what does hope stand for?
Hold on, pain ends. And if you have any trouble with acronyms. Barry Shore just came out with an acronym book, a pocket full of acronyms. Anyone that wants the electronic copy of this, you can have it for free. Just connect
Write
with
us.
us.
Yeah, let
Write
us
us.
know. Write in the chat. We'll catch it. But the thing is dose of hope. I love it because people see the book and it's super duper thick. Oh, let's see if I can reach it.
You did it.
It's
You reached
super
it.
duper thick. Okay.
Here, actually, hold it up. Hold it up at the same time as me, sideways.
It's huge.
It is very.
It's the biggest size that Amazon will print.
And by the way, this is 125 pages, so this is not small. Yeah.
And so people are like, how in the world am I ever going to read this book? What it is you read a chapter a day, a little dose of hope a day. And
it's about
in
10-minute read.
And in this world, don't you think we all need a little hope? And so you can just pop through and it's got like trivia on the back of it, like who inspires you, what's your favorite song? And that's kind of how I read it. I kind of look at the back and see, do they have anything in common with me? Oh, they both like this song. And then I read their chapter and learn a little bit more about them. So it's kind of cool. It's very, very cool. Actually, not kind of. But I looked at this. He finally revealed this. Dose looks like it's embedded into the book and hope looks like it's coming out of the book. It's really cool. I love it. The attention to detail is insane because on the background, you see all those words back there, the little ones? That's every author in the book. Ken does not play small. He put a lot of thought into this book.
Went through 5 designers before we could find someone that could go reverse 3Ds.
It's beautiful.
It's really funny. You know, I was looking, you have Dr. Smiley, publisher, and I think just recently at Ray Perez's event in Miami, you found out you were the Clarity. Were you?
Oh, yeah. Someone called me the Clarity.
The counselor of Clarity.
It was the conductor of Clarity is what they called me.
Yeah, you should have that for Dr. Mraz, the conductor of Clarity.
Oh, I can do that. But yeah, they called me the conductor of Clarity. I do. Wow, that sounds pretty cool.
How do people reach you, by the way?
But he said that's what I do. He has you close your eyes while I was talking, and he said I was pretty much rearranging his words in the air while I had my eyes closed while he was talking, and I went, "Oh, now do it this way." He went, "You know what you are? You're a conductor of clarity." I'm like, "Huh, I like that a lot. I'll put that on my thing."
So, how do people reach
Sally's
you?
Here.
How do people reach you?
Here. What?
How do people reach you?
My name. Oh, Michelle, MICHELLE, M360.com.
And what was the gentleman's name, Leo, that you met at that event? Wasn't Leo at Ray Perez's event? He sat next to you to your left. Wasn't his name Leo?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta reach out to him. He needs to be at the boot camp, but I want him at the Jumbotron. He's from New York. He's New York.
Yeah, he's from New York and he wants to come to the speaker boot camp. I've got to send it back to him because I'm pretty sure he's overwhelmed and forgot. Hi, Sabrina. We just called you out a little bit. But that's the whole thing. We are family, and we are growing our numbers of our family that we choose, the people who want to move and make a difference in this world. And together we are like a tsunami moving across the United States and soon around the world. And Ken, I forgot to tell you, so you're all going to hear at the same time. I think we're going to the Philippines in March.
Really?
The end of March. They want me there the last week of March.
My goodness. And then we have BLN before that, and then we have the Jumbotron 3-day experience. Can I take 1 minute to tell the experience because it's pretty wacky?
Please.
It's 3 nights, 2 days. 3 nights, 2 days. First night we flip 33 books. Next day we wake up, go to Junior's restaurant. Then we go to the Statue of Liberty, then Ellis Island, then Centennial Park. Then we go for a nice casual mixer so you can meet the different authors and you get a copy of a book, a coffee table book called 100 Authors, 100 Books, Times Square. And every page is got the picture of the author at the top center. In the middle of the page is the book cover. At the bottom of the page is a QR code so they can actually download the book for free and enjoy it as an electronic book. On the left side is about the author. About the right side is about the book. Every page, and it's a full color book. We may do hardback. We may do hardback. It depends on if we get a sponsor, but we're taking 4 sponsors for the book, which will make it a gorgeous gift. Then that night we flip 33 more. The next day, 100 authors form a circle at Ground Zero, and we all give thanks to the people that are in our lives that inspired us to become authors. We are collectively talking about what we're going to do to make a better world through books, through our speaking, and through our leadership. And then that evening is the black tie, and Dave Chemetsky is going to be the one who finds all these amazing places. But
He
that's
and
going to
Ann.
be,
He and Ann.
yes, okay, and Mel probably. I mean, there's some people there that have some nice New York connections. And that's going to be the evening that everyone dresses up, and it's the culminating night of the last 34, and there'll be 100 books that were flipped in New York from authors all across the United States and beyond. I mean, we're obviously inviting any country to participate in this.
Yes, and we will be doing this far earlier than we normally do, because with the momentum and the amount of people working on this, we will have the authors lined up and have everyone done much earlier, because we would have to, we're making reservations at different places in New York.
Oh, and we're going to have a photography team there. So
Yeah.
they'll be capturing you with video. They'll be capturing you with photography, and there's enough flips that you can get your chance to look at it yourself and really enjoy it. But you can also be with the photographer and the videographer and talk about how you feel. And I have never, honestly, in all the years I've been doing publishing, I've never seen people more excited than when they see their book showing on Times Square. Nothing
Yeah.
has beaten it.
Yeah, we just start screaming like maniacs and we forget to turn around
And
for the camera.
Janelle from She Exists magazine is the one who made all this possible. She brought me up and showed my son's books off, and it was just like a little trigger went off. I said, people are so excited, this has to go. And because I'm an amplifier, I thought, why not see if we can make an event of it?
Yeah, well, and I've had people say, Times Square is for movies and things like that. It's not for books. It's like it's not for that. It's for the exposure. It's for the media
Well,
play.
tell McDonald's and Gucci that.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, you're not supposed to be there with books. I'm like, why not? It's
Do you know,
announcement to the
you bring up
world.
you bring up a new point, because I shared this with J.R. Spear and Jose Escobar and Emilio Roman, that a book, the way we want to do books, is a movie. We are doing books where there can be multiple publishers, there can be multiple marketing companies, there can be sponsorship, and most importantly, Mr. Lou Bonami does documentaries, and we're in conversation of what a book would be as a mini documentary.
Yeah.
And of course, we're going Audible, and we have multiple languages. You know, we have 4 books right now that went to Spanish.
Oh, awesome. I still
Yeah.
want mine in Spanish, but that's the whole thing is when
Yo también.
anyways. Now I forgot what I was going to say.
You want yours in Spanish?
No, well, I said that, but I wanted to say something else. The thing is when you're working with Ken and I, we don't think small. We aren't thinking, okay, the book is here and now we're done. We were thinking, okay, the book is here, the baby's born. Let's grow this baby to a full-fledged adult, and we keep going. What's that?
That's the BLN Live
That's what we
pamphlet they
just
did.
came from.
Yeah. I just want to show people that it was done the right way. And by the way, we will extend, I think JR will be okay with this, that he's got his prices are going up to be part of this community. If you take advantage or write us, we'll get you the QR code. You get in the BLN community, you're going to be in a community that really is.
Why don't you just hold it up?
I will hold it up. There you go.
You could probably scan it. If you would like to be part of the BLN group, at least find out what it is, scan it right now. Hold your phone up to it.
And the prices are going up, I think 40%. So it'd be very smart of you to take advantage of it now.
Okay. Or you could just go to blncommunity.com and you can get the pricing there. But it's a great community.
And if you put Amplified, he is if you put Amplifluence, he is giving 1 month free.
Oh, we'll definitely put that then. So sign up.
I talked to him this morning. I said, anyone that is going to be in Perfect Publishing, or they see an ad of ours in Keep Smiling book, I said, are you willing to give 1 month free? And he says, sure, that's no problem.
Okay, Ken, we haven't even gotten down to Fort Lauderdale or Miami yet.
The good news is we can do that relatively quick, because we already showed that She Exists. We showed the award. So we're getting there. We're almost done.
I went down to the Underdog Millionaire mastermind with Dr. O, and that was a phenomenal experience. Met some upcoming musicians and a new, just amazing people. But then he came up to the BLN Live and spoke. He was the closing keynote, which was awesome. Um, I was the opening keynote. It was pretty awesome too. And then we went back down. We went to BLN. We went up to the Innovation Now. Jared,
You
we
should
talked
give a
about
shout out to your video person, the video person that helped you do the sizzle for your keynote at BLN.
Jay Espenza, Cultural
Well,
Media.
whoever it was, everyone was raving about your sizzle reel, not
Yes, I
just your
told him
speak.
my signature talk reel, my signature story. I'll put it on my Facebook page, but it's sitting on my LinkedIn page. But Jay and his team at Culture Media made that, and Culture Media Production made it, and it was phenomenal. Everyone went nuts for it, and I've connected a couple people to him already.
That's
And
great.
then when you and I went down to the branding at with Jay Perez, Ray Perez's branding
Yep.
event, we met. We learned a lot of amazing things. We got our 360 side. So if you want to see something really cool and you want a really good way of connecting with people, just go to michelleM360.com. You can get your own free site the same way. It's on the towards the bottom of my card, michelleM360.com, or keepsmiling360.com. And you
Either
can
way.
get that in, get your own card, set it up. It's really easy. And it's an amazing way for people to be able to connect with you the way they want to connect. They can either do text, they can go to email, they can go to Facebook. It is brilliant. And so go check on that. And then something really amazing happened there. We had an after program where I met, what's the name of the hypnotist?
That is Gerald Rogers, and this is what you can see if you do a 360. This Keep Smiling 360. So it has your contact information, your videos, your podcast, your books, your Facebook, all your LinkedIn, everything. So really cool.
It's so cool. I mean, I'm tickled to death by it, and I'm not even tech savvy, and it was really cool.
Well, the
So
more
yeah,
tech savvy you aren't, the more you appreciate it.
yeah, this is mine.
Oh, and by the way, I want to show this. This is mine.
Hi, Karen. Thank you, Karen. She said, nice to see us both. And yes, the opening talk and video were phenomenal. She says,
Karen who?
Karen Leslie.
Oh, Karen Leslie.
I did a whole thing about heartbeats because we are all heartbeats and ups and downs in our lives. And that's what our stories are. Our stories are a heartbeat. Oh, thank you, Ruby.
Ruby's here, huh?
Ruby. There's Ruby. There's Ruby Bodhi. And this is Karen that says hi. But yes, we had so much fun on this Eastern tour. And when I met, when we both got hypnotized, I have to tell on Ken, he won the belly
I'm leaving.
dancing contest. And then
this is an encouragement. You will have to be on the tour to ever see that, because it will never be blackmailed. I will not allow the blackmail to work.
It's not blackmail if you're not embarrassed by it.
Oh, I don't know if I'm proud of it either.
You can shake. That was pretty impressive. But that's what's so cool about it is we met Gerald, and he hypnotized a group of entrepreneurs. And at the
When's
end,
his event? He has an event coming up too.
Yeah, thanks for dropping that on me. I think it's
well. No, the reason I say that is because not only do we not have the flights. I mean, we've registered, but I know that he sent it to me, so that's the good news.
It's March 9-10.
March 9-10. Okay.
It's
the reason
in
is
Salt Lake
City, and it is he's very clairvoyant of helping you remove all the stuff that's blocking you from being powerful. And
if you want to see something really cool, he's 200 pounds and he stood on me.
Yes, that is true.
He stood on me and I did not feel him.
And if you want to
I
also
am strong, I am invincible, I am woman.
So
yes, Ruby, we called you out earlier. We called you out.
Yes, we did. So here's Gerald.
Yes, beautiful man.
Here's his picture last week. he's doing it, and then here's his lovely
His
partner.
wife.
Yeah, Allison.
And if you want to go, let us know because we can send you the link. I'm looking for the picture of him standing on me, and of course, I can't find it now that I'm looking for it. Oh, here it is. He's standing on me. That
Yes,
is
he is.
me. He picked the lady with the white dress wearing heels to stand on, but hey, it works. He didn't leave any footprints on me, so that's always bonus.
Well, you got to go. You got to go to get ready for your magazine shoot.
Yes, I got to go actually right
Yeah,
now. I'm
I
late.
know you do.
So,
That's why I'm so that. It's by the way, I
everyone,
can tell you what time it is. It's Ken after Ken here in the East Coast.
okay. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We are so excited, and we wanted to make sure to say Merry Christmas to you because
I wish I
the
could do
next time
Luther
you see us,
Vandross. I love that version.
I can't get that low.
Yeah, he's not that low. He's got a beautiful silky voice actually.
He
Luther
does.
Vandross. Yeah,
So,
you're
Merry
thinking of Harry.
Christmas, everybody. We'll see
And
you
Happy
next
New
week
Year.
as we bring on to the new year. No, because we're probably coming on before the new year. But
We
if you
are,
don't
but
see us next week, we'll see you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. But we'll see you next week before the new year. Have a wonderful holiday. Be well, eat well, be safe. Oh, I know one thing we have to do before we get off the air.
I do too. Go ahead.
Declare it, Ken.
Oh man, it's the same thing. So I am going to go 100 days, and I'm going to work out 100 minutes a day. I'm going to remove from my diet meat and alcohol. 100 days. That is 144,000 minutes, and I am working out 10,000 minutes in those 100 days. And I have to take a deep breath because I just signed up to do it today. So, anyone that would like to do a book or be part of this, we call it the 100 hard. It's not the 75 hard. This is the 100 hard, 100 days, 100 minutes a day. If you'd like to transform your body, your spirit, your mind, and you'd like to join me in this, I would love the company.
Okay, you done it. It is out there in the world. Let's go make it
Thank you,
happen.
Michelle. Now
Have
I'm
a great
scared.
one, Ken. You're welcome. And every day is a new day. Go be the best version of you. Be unapologetically in that mood. And Ken, 100 hard. Go do it. Have a great one,
Keep
everyone. Happy
smiling.
Merry Christmas. Keep smiling. Be unapologetic. Enjoy your family time. Enjoy your downtime. And we'll see you next week before the new year. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Happy holidays.